spinning around. Maybe pulling some flesh from underneath you so you can be fully planted, fully supported by your sit bones. We'll begin by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and then maybe sighing out of the mouth. If that feels good to you, just allowing yourself to start to let go of some of those events of the day. Any thoughts, emotions, feelings that won't serve you for the rest of your practice. Just blowing them away. And returning to a natural breathing pattern. In and out of the nose. Taking a few breaths to find your center. And then keeping your attention there as you continue to breathe. Start to become acquainted with the sounds in the room around you. Maybe the temperature of the air. Maybe the feeling of your clothes on your skin. Using all your senses to become acquainted to this moment, to become fully present in your body. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly on inhale and exhale. Feel the expansion and contraction of your rib cage as you send breath into the bottom of your lungs. Noticing the quality of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Not judging it or wishing it were different, but just allowing it to be as it is in mindful awareness. And then we'll guide our attention up to the crown of our head. And working our way down our whole body all the way to our toes. We'll begin to take inventory of how we're feeling in the physical plane in this moment. So starting from the crown of your head, working your way down your jaw, to your chin, down your neck, to your shoulders, down your arms, to the elbows, down the forearms, resting at the wrists, moving awareness across your palms to each individual fingertip. Really being present with each individual part of your body. Then moving our awareness down our rib cage, to our belly button, and then down to our hips. Bring that whole root region into our awareness. Really focusing in here. Noticing where you're holding tension, what that tension might mean. And also noticing where in your body you're feeling particularly good today. Where in your hips are you feeling particularly good today? Just a gentle awareness. And then moving our attention down our thighs, to our knees, down our shins to our ankles, and across the tops of our feet. Then bringing each individual toe into our awareness. Breathe life into the entirety of your body. And then exhaling any tension you might have come across on your search, on your journey. And then inhaling more of what you'd like to cultivate throughout the rest of your practice. More ease, more flow. Breathing here. And then we'll start to bring our awareness to the center of our chest, our heart chakra. Just begin to tune in to your heart. Noticing what you're feeling emotionally in this moment. What feelings have you brought onto your mat today? Noticing how the events of the day, of the week, of the month, maybe of the year have contributed to how you are feeling in this moment. Maybe just like in the body, you're experiencing some areas of emotional tension, of holding, of tightness. Maybe you're also experiencing some lighter emotions, ease, peace, gratitude. And whatever you feel in this moment, just allow yourself for a moment to hold all of it, acknowledge it. Knowing that all of our emotions are there for a reason. And then on your next exhale, start to let go again of some of that tension, some of that heaviness, like a weight lifting up off your chest. On your next inhale, can you breathe a little bit deeper? And now just bring to mind an intention, something you might like to focus on for the rest of your practice. Something that can help guide you back to your breath, back to the moment if you feel your mind start to wander. And then we'll slowly start to wiggle through our fingers. And then roll into our wrists. Slowly awakening the body, bringing our awareness back to that place. And then pausing, inhaling those arms above the head. Exhaling your hands to heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest. Just taking a moment to thank yourself for being here. And then just commit this practice to your self-care. And then we'll exhale to drop our hands to our knees, come forward slightly and remove the block from underneath you or the bolster if you were sitting there. And then come to sit back onto your bum. Bring your hands to your knees. We'll move through some seated cat and cow. So inhaling to pull the chest over top of the feet. And then exhaling to round into the spine using our knees as leverage, tucking our chin in. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Just move through a few rounds here at your own pace, moving with your breath. Really making each movement intentional. And then we'll pause at center. Inhale to bring those arms up above the head. And exhale to bring the right hand to the left knee. Plant the left hand behind you. Tent those fingers. On the inhale, grow tall through the spine. And on the exhale, take your gaze behind the left shoulder. Or maybe looking back towards the left corner of your room. Breathe into your low belly here. On a breath in, we'll bring our hands back up to center. And on the next exhale, we'll bring our left palm to the right knee, tenting our right hand behind us. Inhale to grow tall through the spine. And then exhale to twist, taking our gaze behind the right shoulder. And then inhale to bring those arms back up to center. Exhale, drop those hands behind your hips. Bring your feet up to plant into the mat. Knees about mat width, or feet about mat width distance apart here. And then we'll start to windshield wiper those knees from side to side, just moving slowly, really starting to feel into our hips here. We'll move through a bit of a quicker flow to warm up and to maybe even sweat. I know I will. And then we'll move into some more longer holds. And then we'll pause with those legs at center. Send your left leg long to the side and bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale those arms up. And then twist your torso to face that left leg. On the exhale, we're going to fold forward, maybe reaching for our foot, maybe reaching for our ankle. Inhale to go to a halfway lift. And then exhale to fold forward, bowing your forehead towards your left knee. Keeping right and left sit bone evenly planted. And really starting to feel the stretch in the back of the right hip. Inhale to walk those hands back up to center. Plant your right palm behind your right hip. And then inhale to sweep your left arm up and behind you, opening up through the front side of the body. Breathe into your belly. Feel length across your left hip. And then exhale to sweep that left arm down, sit back onto your bum, and then switch out the leg so the right leg goes long, left foot comes to the inside of the right knee. not the right knee, the right leg. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, turn your torso towards your right leg, toes point up. And then on your next exhale, lean forward, reaching for your foot or your ankle. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale to fold forward, pulling your forehead towards your knee. Bowing forward. Deep breaths. And then we'll slowly walk ourselves back up to sit tall, planting our left hand behind our left hip and sweeping our left arm, or our right arm in front and behind us, opening up through that right side, feeling that line from right toes to right fingertips, reaching long. And then exhale to sit your bum back down, sweep those arms around, and then we'll cross our ankles in front of us and roll over onto hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position here. We'll move through some rounds of cat and cow. So inhaling to drop the belly and lift the chest. Exhaling to push through the palms around the spine, tuck the chin. And you know the drill, just moving through a few rounds at your own pace, establishing that mind-body breath connection. And we'll do 2 more, 1 per side. And then we'll meet at neutral, tuck your toes under, and inhale to lift those knees up about 1 inch from the mat. Really press your palms here, engage those arms, press your shoulders down and away from your ears. Really grip the ground with your toes. And then on your next exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, straighten through your arms and your spine. And then slowly start to lower your heels down towards the mat. Maybe pedaling out your feet for a few breaths here. Making every movement intentional. Feeling into all the sensations. And then we'll pause at center, come up high on the toes, look forward between the hands, and then take about 10 steps up to the top of your mat, feeling the connection between your feet and the ground on each step. And then we'll inhale to a halfway lift at the top, exhale to fold, inhale to rise all the way up to stand, exhale, hands come to heart center, inhale, arms rise, exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Step back into your plank. Ground your knees. Extend your toes long behind you and exhale your chest to the ground, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. And exhale back into your down dog. Inhale, right leg rises, bend into that knee. And then start to make some big circles coming from that knee. Directly into your hip. And then switching directions here. And then pause with that knee high, extend the leg long, and then exhale to bring right knee to right elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee, right elbow, hold here. Can you drop it down to your left wrist? And back up to your elbow, and then send that leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Inhale, bring that knee, or exhale, whatever one it is. Bring that knee to your nose, hold it there, tuck it deep into your chest, And then exhale, step that foot through between your hands, come up high on your back toes, and inhale those arms to rise, crescent lunge. Sink deep into your lunge here. Reach up high with your fingertips. Press back with that left heel, and breathe. On your next exhale, we'll pivot into our warrior two, gaze over right fingertips. Front heel and back arch are aligned. Flip your front palm up and exhale that left hand to the left leg. Gaze rises, arm rises. Exalted warrior. Bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. Keep the bend in that front knee. And then start to straighten through that front knee. Bring your arms back down into your warrior two arms. And then start to push your left hip back as you lean forward over your right leg. When you can't lean forward anymore, drop that right hand down and come into your triangle pose. If you need to rest your hand on a block here, that's a good option. Bring your gaze up to your fingertips if that's available to you. And then inhale, bring your torso back up to your warrior two arms. Pivot back into your crescent lunge. Exhale, bring those hands behind your low back, interlace the fingers, push down through the knuckles, and rise your chest up towards the ceiling, coming into a slight back bend here. Really feeling it in that left hip. And then we'll rise our torso up to neutral, drop the back heel down, and exhale to fold to the inside edge of our right knee. Lifting those hands up off the low back if available, coming into our humble warrior. And then we'll drop those hands down to the inside edge of the right foot, pivot onto the back toe, and then inhale your right arm to rise. Keep that back knee elevated. Breathe here. Turn onto the outside edge of your left foot and step your right foot all the way back and on top of it so you land into your side plank position. Breathing here. Can you start to lift that right knee up towards the ceiling? And if it's for you, step behind your left leg and push your hips up and back, coming into your wild thing. Reach behind you. And then we'll pivot back into our side plank. Drop the right hand down, turn into your full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. And exhale back into your down dog. Pause here. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend into that knee and start to make some big circles on the left side. Moving in one direction. And switching directions. And then we'll straighten into that left leg once again. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee, right elbow. Hold here. Can you drop it down to the wrist? Back up to the elbow, and then all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, pull your knee right up into your chest, hold here. Come up high on your back toes, and then exhale to step that foot through between your hands. Inhale, arms rise, crescent lunge. Reach up high with your fingertips. Sink deep into that right hip. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, pivot into your warrior two, gaze over left fingertips. Flip your front palm up and exhale that right hand to the right leg. Left arm rises. Gaze comes up towards left fingertips. Exalted warrior. And then we'll start to straighten through that left leg. Bring your arms back down into our warrior two arms. Start to push back through your right hip as you lean forward over your left leg. And when you can't lean anymore, drop that hand down to the shin or hovering in front of it, and then lift your right arm up to rise. Coming into your triangle. Deep breaths. Deep breath in, lengthen through that top arm, hold the breath, bring your torso back up to your warrior two. Exhale deeply, and then inhale to sweep your arms up and pivot that back foot forward, coming into your crescent lunge, arms rise. Exhale, bring those hands back to your low back, interlace the fingers, push down through the knuckles, and lift your chest up towards the ceiling, coming into a slight back bend here. Bend into the right knee for a little bit of extra room. And then we'll lift our torso back up to neutral, drop your back heel down, and then exhale your torso forward to the inside edge of your left knee, bringing your hands up off your low back, coming into your humble warrior. Exhale, drop those hands down to the inside edge of your left foot. And then we'll inhale to rise the left arm all the way up. Gaze rises, sinking deep into that right hip once again. Really push down through that right palm. And then come onto the outside edge of your right foot as you step to the back of your mat and stack your legs on top of each other for your side plank position. Bring your right knee down if you need some extra support, and then lift your left arm up into the air. If it's part of your practice, start to bend into your left knee, and then slowly step behind your right leg, planting down on your left foot, and then reaching behind you for your wild wing. And then we'll slowly turn back into our side plank position. Come into your full plank. Exhale into your version of chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. And then exhale to set your hips back to your heels, child's pose. Breathing here. Sweep your arms along the length of the floor until they come beside your feet. And then slowly start to sit all the way up onto your knees here. We'll inhale those arms to rise. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. On our next breath in, open those elbows wide and shine the chest up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, bring the elbows together and fold forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, rise. Exhale, bring those hands behind your low back, interlace the fingers, push down through the knuckles. And on your exhale, start to guide the crown of your head towards the mat until you land all the way down, standing up high on your knees, hips high in the air, and hands coming up off your low back. We'll exhale to drop those hands underneath our shoulders. Press through the palms, tuck your toes under, and with as little excess movement as possible, push yourself up into a downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale to bring that right knee behind your right wrist, right ankle behind left, rise up tall. Take a look over your left shoulder. Make sure that your left leg is coming straight out from your hip. And then we'll exhale to slowly fold forward over that right leg, bowing our head down towards the mat. Finally, moving into our longer holds. I encourage you to close your eyes and just allow yourself to really go into the sensations that arise. Two more deep breaths. And then we'll push ourselves back up onto our palms, tuck our back toes under if they aren't already, and send that leg up and back, three-legged dog. Give your right leg a little shake and then drop it down beside the left. Inhale, left leg rises, and then exhale to drop left knee behind left wrist, left ankle behind right, sit tall. Take a look over your right shoulder, make sure you're aligned. And then exhale to melt forward over that left leg. For the first few breaths, just notice how right and left side might feel a little bit different. Few more breaths here. And then slowly start to push yourself up onto your palms, tucking your back toes under, and then send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Give it a little shake, and then drop it down beside the right. Drop down onto your knees into a tabletop position, and then sweep your legs out in front of you, grabbing behind your thighs and rolling all the way down to your spine. Tuck your knees into your chest at the bottom and send your legs up into the air. Start to roll through your ankles here, moving in one direction and switching directions. And then we'll take the strap, flexing into the right foot, place it on the ball or the heel of that foot, and then drop your left foot down to the mat. On the inhale, we'll pull that right foot towards us. And on the exhale, let go of some of that tension and release. Breathing in and out. Pausing where it feels good. Moving into the discomfort. On your next breath in, we'll hold tension on the strap. Really flex into that foot. Feel it in the back of your calf. And then transfer both ends of the strap into the right palm. And exhale to lower that leg all the way down to the right side. Keeping the leg as straight as possible. Pointing those toes up towards the front of the mat. Or the top of the mat. Relax your face, maybe close your eyes. Inhale, bring that leg back up to center. Release the strap from the foot, bring it down beside the left, and then extend the left leg up into the air. Flex that foot and place the strap on the ball or the heel. On your next breath in, pull those toes towards your face until you feel tension in the back of your leg. And then on your exhale, release some of that tension and let go. Again, moving with your breath. Always moving with your breath. And on your next inhale, we'll keep tension on the strap, really flex into that foot. Feel it in the back of your leg, embrace the tingles, embrace the numbness if it arises. And then send both ends of the strap into the right or to the left hand. And then exhale to open up that leg to the left side. Keeping the knee straightened and the toes flexed up towards your face. Breathe here. On your next breath in, bring that leg back up to center. Release the strap. Bring your foot down beside the right. Bring the big toes to touch and exhale to open up your knees like opening up a book. Coming into a reclined butterfly here. You can bring your hands to your low belly. Closing your eyes. And just breathing. Breathing into stillness. And emptying your mind. Allowing thoughts to pass like cars on a highway. This will be our final posture before Shavasana. So if there's any other posture your body is asking for, feel free to honor that now. And then when your body is satisfied, we'll send our legs long on our mat, heels in, toes out. Spiraling inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Maybe pulling some flesh from underneath us to be fully planted in our hips. Noticing the natural curvature of the spine in all the places it's lifted and planted. Bring our shoulders down and away from the ears, draping arms out by our sides, palms facing up, fingertips curling slightly in. Letting go of tension in the jaw, smoothing the forehead, and allowing the eyes to rest heavy in their sockets. Maybe allowing a few deep breaths, a few exhales to escape from the lips. Releasing any tension that's remaining in the body. And then returning to that natural breathing pattern. Knowing for the next few moments, you are exactly where you need to be. And breathing is the only thing you need to do. So allow your breath to be your guide deeper into your relaxation and deeper into your internal world. Begin to deepen through inhales and exhales. Slowly bringing attention back to your physical body. Bring movement into fingers and toes. And then roll into wrists and ankles. Rock your head from side to side. Massage the back of your skull. And then bring the soles of your feet to plant in the mat and slightly windshield wiper those knees from side to side. And when you're ready, make your way onto your favorite side, tucking your knees in towards your chest, resting your head on your upper arm. Just allowing yourself to marinate in a few more moments of stillness. Maybe reflecting on your intention. And then when you're ready and with eyes closed, make your way up into a seated position. Planting your hands up or down on your knees and rolling your shoulders up by your ears and all the way down your spine. We'll take our usual 2 cleansing breaths. So a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the bottom of your belly all the way up to the top of your rib cage and holding. And then exhaling for an audible sigh out of the mouth and let go. Second deep breath into the bottom of your belly, filling up your entire lung capacity and holding. And then exhaling, sighing out of the mouth and release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Bow your chin towards your chest. And take a moment of gratitude here for your body and all that it allows you to do, for the practice of yoga and the privilege to do so. Just having gratitude for self-care. And knowing that if we want to care for others, if we want to see change in the world, that it begins from within. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope to see you live in the studio soon. Namaste. Thanks, Marsha. Are you coming into the studio soon? Like when? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of undecided.
It's difficult. Yeah, there's a lot of protocols and stuff. Yeah. But once things are a little bit more normal, I hope to see you in class.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.